Okay, Flowers of Evil, episode 8 review. This episode was just mad. It was so good. So at the end of episode 7, obviously, you had Nakamura and Takao, or Kasuga, whoever you want to call him.
They vandalised the school, and I don't need to go into that because you know what happened. If you watched my review of episode 7, you know what they did, so yeah.
So it starts off with them just literally, the first, God, it must be 7 or 8 minutes. And each episode is 23 or 24 minutes, usually. And my God, it must have been about 7 or 8 minutes. So it's about a third of the episode was taken up with just them just walking through the town in the very early morning. Feeling all melancholy and just, not really doing much. And Nakamura says to Kasuga, I'll see you at school later. She said, I'm looking forward to see what happens. And then it cuts to the next day, and Kasuga's feeling sort of like, oh shit, everyone's going to find out. He's walking to school, but he's like shitting himself because he knows everyone's going to find out. Sakai, Psyche, whatever, the fuck's her name, whatever, meets him and says, oh, come on, we're going to be late, let's walk to school. So they get there, and then she walks in the room, and she sees the vandalism, and everyone's like, oh my God, who did this? It was that pervert from before that did it, oh my God. And Kasuga is the luckiest motherfucker. Well, you think at the start of the episode anyway. I'll get into the end of the episode in a minute. He's the luckiest motherfucker, or so he thinks. Because when he went around with the paint at the end of episode 7, he painted over his name. Not deliberately, but by accident, just by accident, he just happened to paint over his name that he wrote on the board. So no one actually knew it was him that did it. So he's a lucky fucker. And most of the episode is everyone's sort of reaction to the vandalism, basically going, oh my God, who did this? And then there's an emergency assembly, and sort of like the principal of the school's like, right, everyone's going to have to go home in twos because, we can't afford, safety and all this shit. Everyone's like, I wonder who it can be. Right? And then at the end of the episode, Sakai, Nakamura is talking to Kasuga, basically saying, "Oh, you finally, sort of lost the first layer of your mask. You're starting to, reveal your true self." And then just after she says that, Sakai comes round, and she says, "Oh, can I speak with you?" or something. So I can't remember exactly what she said because I'm doing this review quite a bit after I've seen it, so I'm struggling to actually remember what happened, to be honest. She says something to him, and then she's saying, "Oh, I wonder who could have done it." And she sort of has like a realization because she looks at the book, the cover of Flowers of Evil, and it's the flower with the eye in it and stuff. And Kasuga actually drew that on the floor, or painted it on the floor of the schoolroom. She says, "Oh, I saw this on the floor of the school. I saw this painted." And then you just see the back of Kasuga, and then you hear Sakai say, "It was you, wasn't it? You're the one that did it all." So Sakai has actually worked out, or worked out that Kasuga's the one that stole the gym uniform. She's actually worked it out. So episode 9, Kasuga really is fucked. He really is fucked now. So I really can't wait to see what's going to happen to him in episode 9. He is going to get absolutely torn apart, both mentally and possibly physically, by the class. So it's going to be epic. And I made a prediction to myself at the end of episode 8, and I'll share it with you now. I said to myself at the end of episode 8, I bet, and this is my prediction, I predict that by the end of this series, Kasuga is going to end up fucking offing himself, killing himself. That's my prediction. but we'll see how it goes. I can't wait for episode 9. It's going to be so good to see what happens to Kasuga. So yeah, look out for it. It's going to be epic.